Good evening, friends. It's May 15 of 2022, and I'm Leroy Liebling. This is my very first actual full episode YouTube video upload post at my An Introduction to Halian Doctrine YouTube channel. This is an introduction to the juicy Hal Criticism aspect of Halian Doctrine, for the most part. Uh, First of all, what is Hallian doctrine itself? Generally speaking, Hallian doctrine is anything and everything that could truly be deemed pertinent to my angles or viewpoints or perspectives on concepts that either A, sources other than this self has ever conceptualized, or B, I myself have ever conceptualized. Important. Please do note that absolutely indispensable keyword and the meaning that it actually implies. The keyword I'm talking about is the word that I used minutes ago, conceptualized. Now, allow me to elaborate on what I mean via that concept. A pun very much intended there. The Halian doctrine concept, conceptualized. If I, for instance, poetically compliment a certain female with one of my cliche compliment lines, which is, I will confess, see you a bit later, goddess. Did I, in reality, conceptualize that obviously merely human being soul, female human being soul, to be exact, is in empirical reality or even in metaphysical reality truly a goddess necessarily? The answer to that question is a clear-cut no. But why? That's because of the fact that in that particular context, obviously I was merely being extra sweet to that particular human female via a poetic compliment. So much for any potential adversaries trying to get me with that one, or with the like, for that matter. I say that in good humor. But also seriously, because, we all are to be judged in this world also, not only in the afterlife. And I, as a religious person, believe what I said, posteriorly about judgment. But I know that also, we can face certain judgments here in this world. Anyway, but enough preemptive self-defense for now. Moving forward now, friends. Seriously, regarding my general definition of Halian doctrine. So, as I stated earlier, Halian doctrine is anything and everything that could truly be deemed pertinent to my angles or viewpoints or perspectives or takes at a doctrinal level. The fact is that Halian doctrine encompasses a significantly broad scope or range of topics. However, allow me to point out that this particular internet platform of mine, this YouTube channel, may very well from time to time touch upon and even delve into other Halian doctrine topics. I planned that to be the case, but I planned more so to be the case from the very beginning of this YouTube channel project of mine to, for the most part, herein center around the huge, in fact, infinitely humongous aspect of Halian doctrine that I've named juicy Hal Criticism. Juicy Hal Criticism itself is divided into two significantly distinct categories, friends. The first one that I'm going to mention is Isaiah-based juicy Hal Criticism on the one hand, and there is also Solomon-based juicy Hal Criticism on the other hand. Okay, basically Isaiah-based juicy Hal Criticism, which stems from the biblical verse Isaiah 48:19, plus several other Isaiah book verses that are closely associated to it, is all about prosperity through Christ. Yes, Jesus Christ, because I am a Christian, and my doctrines are, for the most part, ultimately Christian. But I do delve on other topics. But anyway, Isaiah-based juicy Hal Criticism is all about prosperity through Christ, Jesus Christ, that is, of course, but up in heaven, whereas Solomon-based juicy Hal Criticism is basically about prosperity through Christ, but here on earth, within one's lifetime in the present material plane. It's no secret that by the standards of his times, the biblical prophet King Solomon was quite possibly the single materially wealthiest man in this world. So here you have it, my very first actual full episode YouTube video upload post here at an introduction to Halian Doctrine YouTube channel. That there, what you see, is a random recording of a segment of a beach from the internet. Later on, I shall, credit, the particular source, but it is a very small segment of that source, and all due respect to it, if YouTube decides to, take this video down, because I'm still in the early stages of learning how to voice over Xbox console video games, right? Which is the real format that I intend to use down the line, not too long from now. Anyway, if they decide to take this video down, that's fine. I just wanted to make my so to speak promo inauguration of this YouTube channel series project of mine. Many more full episode YouTube video upload posts are still to come from me. I thank you very much for your attention and your time. Until next time soon, this is Leroy Liebling, friends. Have a good evening and a good rest of the week. Pleasure.